Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is June the 13th, 2020. And we got some SmackDown to talk about because we have a new Intercontinental Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, a tag team champion got beat by some tag team. But ladies and gentlemen, to start off SmackDown, we had a contract signing between Jeff Hardy and Sheamus because I guess the management office wants to make a contract signing for a match that doesn't really mean anything. Nobody's winning anything, okay? It's just talking about Jeff Hardy's freaking alcohol problems. Jesus. It's not a big personal match. Okay then. So we had Sheamus and Jeff Hardy about to sign a contract, but Sheamus wanted one rule. To sign that contract, Jeff Hardy has to do a test. For alcohol reasons, I guess. I don't know. I never done this test because I don't drink. So, I never done this test, but looks like you have to pee in the cup to do this test. I guess I think they've done this before with Shawn Michaels. He peed in the cup and then you know what happened next. But ladies and gentlemen, so Jeff Hardy says, sure, I will do this to get my hands on you. If this is what you want, that I could get my hands on you at Backlash, so be it. And ladies and gentlemen, so he peed in the cup. It looked like apple juice or orange juice, mostly apple juice. I guess they poured a lot of apple juice in there. And then, ladies and gentlemen, they were talking and all this, and Sheamus looks like he was doing a commercial talking about telling the kids don't do drugs. And he's just making fun of Jeff Hardy until he grabbed the pee cup and threw it in the face of Sheamus. Sheamus looks like he was going to puke his dang tongue out. But ladies and gentlemen, he was upset and he was sick in his dang mind. And then at backstage, we saw Sheamus still trying to wash himself up until the doctor says, Mr. Jeff Hardy is clean. I guess he got some samples off of Sheamus when it was dripping off of him. But ladies and gentlemen, I guess the match is official between Jeff Hardy and Sheamus at Backlash. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first match of the evening, we had The New Day versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro in a tag team match. It was a pretty decent match. It was okay, but the winner of that match, Kobe was about to do a cross-body, and Shinsuke fell as well, but he had his knees up, and then he did a roll-up. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke gets the win. Shinsuke and Cesaro beat the tag team champions. Will they get their shot at the titles this Sunday? I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, and then we had, let's see what else the next match we had. A lot of matches this time. This week. We had the Intercontinental Championship Finals. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. This was a long match. It's not longer than what we seen last time. Oh my god, it was a long match. I think it was AEW with their main events. No, was it AEW or was it WWE? I think it was on Raw. Oh yeah, Asuka and Charlotte Flair. That was a long match. That was a very, very long match. But this wasn't a long match because it was the second match of the evening, and thank God it wasn't the main event. But it was a decent match. It was pretty good. I like AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan when they wrestle each other. Pretty good. But ladies and gentlemen, the word of that match with the Calf Crusher. I believe it was a Calf Crusher. I didn't really watch it a lot because it was so long. But ladies and gentlemen, the word of that match, and your new Intercontinental Champion, and never held the title before, AJ Styles is the new Intercontinental Champion. AJ Styles wins his first ever Intercontinental title. Let's see what happens next for this man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had the women's tag team champions, Bayley and Sasha Banks, had a party for their celebration. And, of course, they got interrupted. Of course, they got interrupted because nothing happy happens in the WWE, even parties. They got interrupted by their opponents, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, come into the ring because they look like they're going to read poetry to each other, like they're a love couple. And all that happened, and then Nikki and Alexa Bliss, they were bickering, they were arguing with Bayley and Sasha. And then on the Titantron with the Raw side, the Iconics said they're talking about how they beat Alexa and Nikki Cross and how they beat Bayley and Sasha Banks at WrestleMania to take their first reign as tag team champions. Go bye-bye. So ladies and gentlemen, that happened, and they said you shouldn't turn your backs from Alexa and Nikki Cross, and they did, and they turned around and they got attacked by Cross and Bliss. Sasha Banks and Bayley. Poor Bayley and Sasha, nobody cares. And ladies and gentlemen, we were supposed to have a music video of Miz and Morrison. Do we really care? No. But our main event is a 6-man tag team match. We have Braun Strowman and Heavy Machinery, the return of Taki versus Dolph Ziggler, Miz, and Morrison in our 6-man main event match. It was a pretty decent match. And then we got Baron Corbin, or King Corbin, was in the backstage and he was confronted. He's going to confront Mandy Rose about Otis taking King Corbin's crown. And she said she was just having fun, and she was dreaming about having a strong man, a big, strong boyfriend. Remember when she had that dream about Otis? But King Corbin thinks she was dreaming about him until the camera got cut, and then we just saw Otis beating up King Corbin. And then the referee says, you have a match, you get the hell out of here. So that's what he did. So he came back to the ring and had the match, and my goodness, Braun Strowman pushed everybody out of the way, and he pushed John Morrison up right into the dang safety glass, and then he just grabs the neck of Dolph Ziggler and just throw him into the barricade. I didn't want to push you, so I'm going to just grab you and throw you. And then we saw the Caterpillar, and the winner of that match was Heavy Machinery and Braun Strowman, with Mandy Rose looking on the alongside. It was a pretty decent show. It wasn't a bad show. It was decent, but that was good. And we have Backlash happening this Sunday. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys heard the news about WWE creative, Paul Heyman is no longer a creative person that's on the Raw brand. So they put Bruce Pritchard on both Raw and SmackDown as the creative, the leader of the creative team. So let's see what happens, because people are not happy that Paul Heyman wants to push the young talented wrestlers like Aleister Black or Humberto Carrillo on Raw. Let's see what Bruce Pritchard could do, because this guy didn't do good in TNA. When he first came to WWE, he didn't really do good as well, but he didn't do worse than Vince Russo. He's the worst. I'm sorry to say, but he's the worst. He was horrible in WCW, he was horrible in WWE, and he's the worst in TNA. Like, you want to have a good show, but let's see what happens. Let's see what Bruce Pritchard could do for the WWE. Let's see. He did SmackDowns. Now he's doing Raws. Let's see what happens. I guess we might see less of the young talented wrestlers, and see a lot of old guys. I'm guessing. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, and the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow night for Sunday's Backlash. And let's see what happens. I don't know if the SmackDown Tag Team titles are on the line. It wasn't officially announced, and I don't have a prediction video for you guys. I'm sorry for this pay-per-view. I know I always do predictions, but ladies and gentlemen, this week was a little different, because I told you guys on Thursday the video for NXT is going to be a little late, and then I didn't do it until I did on Friday. And Fridays, when there's almost a pay-per-view on Sundays, I always do a prediction. So I thought I would do NXT, and then I won't do a prediction video. and everything goes back to normal, the thing that was supposed to happen on Thursday is going to happen on Monday, but I got no video to do on Monday. Nothing's changed on Monday. So I got no video on Monday. If I wait to do Backlash on Monday, but I'm definitely not going to do that because I have something to do on Monday that would take a lot of hours to do. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it every time I do a pay-per-view. I always do it live. Well, I don't do it live. I just do it. I do it on the same night of the pay-per-view. After the pay-per-view, I watch it, then I film it. That's what I do. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you guys enjoy this video, you guys know what to do. Tyler, that's for me today. Tyler Izell, I can't stop burping. Tyler Izell, bye.